Please rise.
Heavenly Father, we ask that you watch over us tonight as we make decisions that impact our community as well as our police department. We ask that every decision made be in the best interest of all of our citizens, and we ask that you watch out for the board members and everyone as they return home this evening. In Jesus' name, amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Be seated. Roll call, please.
President John Holton.
Here.
Vice President David Faulkner.
Here.
Board Member Stephanie Faulkner.
Here.
Board Member Kenneth Tulane. Board Member Harold Shaw.
Here.
Board Member Patricia Mann. Here. Board Member James Bogardus.
We have a quorum. We will continue. Citizen participation. Nobody? Item 5, approval of meeting minutes. Approval of meeting minutes from the regular meeting of July 20th, 2022.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the meeting minutes for July 20th, 2022 as written.
Okay, we have a motion from Board Member Faulkner, seconded by Vice President Faulkner, to approve the regular meeting minutes of July 20th, 2022. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Meeting minutes pass. Item 6A, presentation and discussion on Crime Control and Prevention District financial report from City Manager Monique Vernon, our interim treasurer.
Okay, you should have received a copy of the revenue and expense report and the bank statements. So this is as of July 31st, 2022. We have collected a total of $83,265.35 in income. That's taxes as well as the interest from the taxes. So we budgeted for 70,000, so we're about 13,000 over what we had anticipated for the fiscal year, and we still have August and September to go, so that's pretty good. There's still a couple of expenses that are pending. The Axon bundle, we have not expensed that item just yet, but if you go down your budget, we've pretty much purchased all of the major items that we intended to purchase this year. There was a little bit of money that's going to most likely be left over for this fiscal year in chief operations, as well as, unless you spend something now, maybe for community service programs leading up to National Night Out, which is possible, but there may be a little bit of money saved there as well. And then on the bank statements, just as of July 29th, which is the statement period ending, we had a balance of $113,474.60 in the bank. Anybody have questions?
What is the, refresh my memory, the Axion Enterprise payment for 22,000?
That's the license. Remember, we did the equipment purchase. That's one we haven't spent yet, but we did pay for the 2-year license. 2 years, right? Yeah.
It's
Okay.
for the body cams going to the cloud to save the.
So it's the okay.
2-year license.
Your
Mhm.
license.
And we're already using that, right? We have
Yes,
access to
ma'am.
that already. Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
Thank you, Monique. You're welcome. Item 7A, discussion and possible action on the bylaws. And I know we had the discussion on that our bylaws are basically set forth by the state. But we are able to make additional things specific to our board, our city. Did anybody have any discussion on the ones that, the bylaws that Teresa presented to us? Any ideas, thoughts, changes?
I'm sorry, go ahead. The only thing I recommend is on Article 2, the qualifications, where it says you must be 18 or older, a resident, property owner, or Kirby affiliated organization or business owner. I think we should add registered voter, because if we look back at our board is proposed and put forth on the ballot and renewed through the voters. So I think it's kind of, it would not bode well if we have a non-registered voter.
We don't spell it out.
Exactly. And it is on the application.
It is. Mhm. And now I don't have the document in front of me, but you just read, so it says you can be affiliated with an organization
Yeah,
or
I-
business owner, but I don't know that that's allowed for crime control
board.
because of
Yeah.
the state. So you may have to take that section out as well.
And it also says business owner.
Yeah, I
So
don't- I
it
don't think-
you have to be a resident, a registered.
Right. I
voter.
mean, you could be
Yeah,
both, but I think you have to be a resident.
Resident.
Resident, yeah.
You can't rely on just your business address,
Right.
right?
So for something like that, do we need to bring that up and vote on it, or?
No, so when you finish the full bylaws, you'll just vote to adopt them as a whole.
Okay.
So we can just edit what you
As we
want for
go.
now.
Okay.
So what we're asking is to add the verbiage,
Take out for the affiliated organization. We're gonna want to do
right,
that.
and business owner. And
Now, it also says property owner. I mean, if I'm a renter, I have, and I live here, I have the right to serve.
Right, so you could probably say resident
If you're a property
or
owner, you don't live here.
property owner, well.
That's what I'm saying, take out property owner and just put resident.
because resident, if you're renting, you're still a resident.
Right.
And then add the verbiage of registered voter.
And I'll just cross-reference that section with the local government code, just to be sure.
Okay.
It'll be resident and registered voter.
18 years or older, registered voter, and resident, current resident, I
Current
guess.
Resident, yes. Anything else? Okay. Item 7B, discussion and possible action on crime prevention programs. Last time we kind of narrowed it down to the 1, 2, 3, 4 that you should have in front of you, which is the see something, say something, the neighborhood watch, the virtual neighborhood watch, and cellular on control.
We were going to have Chief look and see which one fit
Yeah.
the department best.
Yeah.
So out of I think the see something, say something, we already started. It's minute, but we've already started something on that end. We just got to push maybe some good ideas coming from that program, some other things that we can do other than just the propaganda or putting it out there on the social media. The neighborhood watch, I'm gonna need some time. I am looking into that, but I'm also looking into the DART program. I've recently met with lawyers in reference to that. But I need time to compile everything that I'm going to need to even begin this, what I'm going to need from y'all to create this program. It doesn't have to be called DART. We're going to call it something else completely. But it would benefit the citizens in a huge way. It would start cleaning up in places where we normally wouldn't have access or be able to. And I think there was one more that you talked about.
Safe cam, wasn't it?
We got the virtual neighborhood watch and cellular on patrol.
And then safe cam. We talked about that one.
I think those should be goals that we can work on in the next 2 years. But all those are in my eyesight right now.
Okay.
Is it possible, I'm sorry, is it possible to get, I know it was just a minor discussion last time, since one of the next agenda items is National Night Out. Is it possible to get some of the propaganda to
course.
pass for See Something, Say Something?
We can start creating that. And when is our National Night Out? Forgive me, I can't.
October. the
October?
4th.
So maybe we can spend some of that money
24th?
on that. Because that was one of the challenges. We need some money to spend to purchase some of those items. So if
We can make a
You wanna
brochure.
do
We
that?
can definitely make some pencils or things like that where we can
And
push that idea out with our phone number, anonymous tip line, things like that for that night. Yeah, that would be a great idea.
there's some bumper stickers and
Yeah.
Do we already have an app in town right now for the next door neighborhood?
there is, it's not city affiliated, but yeah, there is a Kirby
remember seeing-
next door.
Getting something in the mail about it from a resident, but
Yeah, we're not affiliated, so I wouldn't know who has it or who has authored that particular. Yeah, I have no idea.
I think definitely if we could get something.
At least for See
At least
Something, yeah.
See Something, Say Something to distribute out, get the word out at National Night Out.
I would like to also see a survey for National Night Out, not anything extensive or anything, just so that the residents could say what they're interested in. Because we have to, make the community aware of what we're trying to do and see what they want to be interested in.
Like a poll?
Yeah, just a survey, would you be interested in this or that, or volunteering or anything?
You mean like do it at National Night Out?
Yeah, just a sign-up
So-
sheet, just name and address, just so we get an idea who's interested in what.
That's also gonna depend on the venue. If we have people driving through like we have in the last couple of years, we're not gonna do that.
Has it been decided if we're going to be able to do?
No, that's y'all's next item to talk about.
Sorry, jumping the gun there.
Yeah, depends where we have tables.
Yes, handouts, that's one way. but- Let's talk about that in the next agenda.
Thank you, Chief.
Would you feel comfortable whenever you have more information, just asking for it to be put on the agenda? Any of the programs?
Yeah, I've been working on it. That's something I've already started a PowerPoint on, especially Neighborhood Watch. I'm also going to start one for the DART program. And that's my goal for this next year, to start really discussing it, getting your minds of how this works, who's going to get involved, what funds we're going to need, and what the outcome and our goals are for the city involving it. Even the Neighborhood Watch, that's been started. I found some good documentation on how to create one, what is going to be needed. So yeah, I just need something laid out where I can sit down. Once I can break it all down and sit down and discuss it with you guys, so you guys can make a choice. We can do both. We can do either, or and see which one best fits our city.
So
Or do both.
I guess what I'm saying is we'll not put it back on the agenda until you ask for it.
That'd be
until
fine.
you're ready.
But it will be asked for. I'm hoping.
Okay.
I'm hoping in the
No,
next
that's
year,
fine.
because right now I'm only saying that because there's a lot on my plate.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's fine.
7C, discussion and possible action on National Night Out, will be Tuesday, October 4th, 2022. And I guess, as I kind of prefaced before, I guess our first biggest and major discussion is going to be to continue like the past 2 years as a drive-through or do it as a regular community event.
So me personally, I'd like to see it go back to Friendship Park this year.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Friendship or Hugo Lentz? Because in years past, we did it in several different,
But those last two big ones that we had were in the Pavilion and Friendship. And I thought those
were the best.
were pretty good.
I agree.
And that would be my suggestion, because I think we get a lot more participation, you get a lot more people out, you get a chance to actually talk to people versus them driving by, grabbing something and running. Now, as far as groups, I don't know if Teresa would have time to do this, or if somebody on the board needs to take the initiative as far as, maybe talking to like our past people like HEB,
I have those contacts.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's not,
But anything other more than what we've had in the past from, from HEB, from
Grandi.
Grande, those kind of places. That's what I need to know. I know we had talked about someone painting faces or doing balloons, that kind of thing last year. I need to know where you guys want to go with that. Do you want to do the bouncing house? Play
No.
games? I mean, that's what I need to know.
So what about the idea of it just being local booths set up? Like letting every committee, board, or commission that wanted to set up a station, if they'd like to, letting,
More of a community like we've discussed we
Yeah.
want to do.
instead of branching out to invite all the other outside, just, presenters and so forth.
I mean,
Like all the churches and,
Yeah.
And just invite everybody who wants to participate, give them a deadline to sign up, assign them their booth space. They'd have to bring their own stuff, and we can have them all set up around the pavilion so people could go from station to station. We said we were going to use the training simulator as a demonstration this year. So in the past, we've done the K-9 demonstration, so we can set up a separate area for the training simulator demonstration. We can let the fire department set up something, and just do it that way. Keep it.
animal control.
can we invite local businesses as well?
Long as they're not selling anything.
Right.
If they want to set up and do some kind of giveaway or something,
Give out
coupons.
Give out
maybe.
candy and coupons or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Um,
Because rather than you ask HEB to come give away ice cream, I mean, you got ice cream shop here. Maybe they want to give out ice cream to advertise, samples or something.
mini snow cones or something.
Hmm.
Okay. That's what, October?
So we have one meeting after this.
Yeah, so my question is, we can't put everything on Teresa. So, I guess what we're gonna need is some, dedicated volunteers on us to go to these businesses,
Well, we can
churches.
draft a standard letter for y'all to go just distribute. And if she will still have to be the contact for them to say if they're going to participate or not.
Right.
But that way, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, it will take us to go out to.
Yep, y'all can divide them up and take
Yeah,
them
go
out.
out to businesses, churches, whatever,
Yep.
to get the word out. So,
Good.
Can you just send us an email when the letter's ready?
Yes, ma'am.
probably just
And-
email us the letter. and
Yeah,
we can
she
print
could
them out.
email it and then we could respond to her where we're dropping off. We can't do it as a group.
No.
but We can respond to her and she can look at the possible list and say, oh, wait, so-and-so's already been there.
Because if she emails us the letter, we can
Yeah.
print them out ourselves and distribute them accordingly. So, very good. I like that.
Do we want to set a goal?
How many? How many?
5 each?
I don't know, is there 5 in each for everybody? I mean, you got
So, the
Catholic
schools,
Church?
the
Oh, you're
churches.
talking about the schools.
Why
too.
not?
Oh, okay.
Why not? Why not?
I'm just trying to figure out what the schools would set up.
We invite them.
Because I know you got the Catholic Church, you got the
We have 7 churches.
Living Way, you got the Baptist Church, Philadelphia Church,
And then all the restaurants, all the
all the
businesses,
restaurants, all the businesses.
all the organizations.
Yeah. Okay.
Make a
Lower your
motion.
mics.
I can't hear you.
Make a motion. 4.
I move that with the letter each board member distributes 4 prior to the next meeting.
September.
I have a motion from Board Member Faulkner following the letter to be provided that each board member contact at least 4 organizations in request to participate in National Night Out. A second from Vice President Faulkner. The roll call, please.
President Bolton,
Yes.
Vice President Faulkner,
Yes.
Board Member Faulkner,
Yes.
Board Member Shaw,
Yes.
Board Member Mann,
Yes.
Board Member Bogardus.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. All right. Item 8, council liaison discussion between the board and the liaison from the Kirby City Council.
I really don't have anything to say. It all sounds pretty decent. I like the National Night Out idea of bringing in booths. If anybody can get anybody to come out and hand out some stuff, that'd be great. I think it would really help the community get together. One thing that I would recommend from my endpoint on that end is basically maybe if you could have some meet the neighbor games, something where, hello, my name is tags, maybe name and street you live on, just stuff so people feel comfortable about the people they're around and the things that might help, get to know people in your community better. So that's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Item 9, request announcements. Request by presiding officer and board members for items to be placed on future board agendas and announcements on district events and/or community interest of the board. Mr. Shaw. Mrs. Mann. Vice President Faulkner.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Mr. Bogardus.
Okay, so this is all new to me, so,
Yeah, no problem.
to get put onto the next agenda, so like gear and equipment, like there's different things for gear and equipment.
I'm sorry, year end equipment, is that what you?
Gear and equipment.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
gear and equipment, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So there's different things under that. Would it just fall under just that umbrella as gear and equipment and we bring it up at the next one? Or do I have to be specific?
What's the question?
What's that?
What's the question about gear and equipment?
Are you wanting to discuss in gear and equipment basically?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we can put on a discussion on us, gear and equipment for the police department, right?
Yes.
okay, yeah, the possible needs of
Yeah,
gear and
there you go.
equipment.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
That's it.
That's it? Yeah.
Um, Just put National Night Out again. so we can shore up what we need. And then if we have bags or anything that needs to be stuffed, maybe we can adjust our time like we did for our December meeting and come in and help.
Since we're down to, well, we have 1 month, September.
Yeah.
It's already a month.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
next meeting is on the 20th, and National Night Out will be 2 weeks after that.
That's what I'm saying. If
I'll
we
let you know what I can get done and what I'll need help with.
Okay. Or if you can email us some times, here's some,
You know, once you guys are ready, just let me know. I can get it, be available.
okay. That's it.
Okay. First thing I got would be to follow up on the discussion, possible action on the bylaws to change the verbiage as was discussed earlier, and possibly see about finalizing that and getting it done. And okay. Other than that, this will be my last meeting. My term is up next month, and I am not going to renew. Reason being, I've been on this board since 2014, actually since before this board was even a board. I was part of this when it was Chief Boyce, myself, and Mark. And we set forth on the journey. We took it out to the voters. When we took it out to the voters, I think we had added one other board member or one other person. So basically, it was 4 of us that got this committee going. And once we were granted the ability by the voters to start this board is when this board was started. And I've served on it from the get-go. I'm proud of everything this board has done. I will again state for the record, as far as any board or anything else in the city, I think this board has done more for the city, for the police department, than pretty much anybody else, any other board has done in this city. We've equipped our police officers. We've brought up their training. We've given them equipment. We've supported them. We take care of National Night Out. We took over the Easter egg hunt deal. We do the hot chocolate and stuff for Santa. We help out with Blue Santa. I mean, we pretty much show up at any event involving the city of Kirby. Like I said, none of us are paid. We're all volunteer. There's been many times that we've showed up to do things when hardly anybody else has showed up. We've done park cleanups. I mean, you name it, this board has been on it. I'm proud to have served with people that were on this board from the beginning that it either passed away or are no longer serving on this board. I'm proud of this board that's up here right now. Everybody up here works hard. They take their jobs very seriously. And like I said, I'm proud of everything this board has done. Like I said, I'm not going to seek another 2 years. I've got a lot of other stuff going on, which would possibly even take me out of the city. So, like I said, I'm just going to, step aside. Like I said, I think I've done my due diligence. So as the last thing, I'd like to put on the next agenda to see about appointing the next president for this board. And my personal recommendation would be Stephanie Faulkner. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. All board members, I thank you for all your support, for all your work. Like I said, I don't think people realize the work that this board does beyond what we do up here and what we do for the police department. I'm talking about what we do in other aspects for the city. So other than that, I'll take a motion for adjournment.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
A motion? Second? Meeting's adjourned.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to be rude, man. I didn't want to stop. I was trying to get home. I was trying to finish my,
Oh, I have those, yeah.
I was trying to keep going. I was like,
No, I get it, I understand, I wish I. What's my total?